everyone. I'm Erica Kistler with the Insight team at Neo Home Loans in Orange County, California. We are here today at Realm Residential in Irvine, California, and we'll be speaking with founder Gabe Cole of Realm Residential at EXP Realty. We are going to get Gabe's opinion on what the industry is like right now and what he's doing and his team is doing to overcome these challenges and get their buyers' offers accepted. So let's head on inside and get some really good insight on what he thinks. Come on. Gabe, thanks so much for talking to me today.
Absolutely.
I'd love to hear a little bit more about you and your team. If there's anything exciting that you guys are about or that you guys are doing, I'd love to know.
Well, no, thanks for coming. I appreciate it. And it's always good to see you, Erica. So we are a team of 10. I founded Realm Residential, powered by EXP Realty. And we're headquartered here in Irvine, right off of Jamboree. And I've been in the real estate business for 20 years and all in Orange County, predominantly South Orange County. And for the majority of those 20 years, I've always been somewhat of a standalone agent, solo agent, really just honing my craft and giving my clients the best service that I can. And over the last year, I've started teaching other agents, how I run my business and how I've gotten to a level of success in the business. So now I'm focused on helping not only my clients, but also the agents on my team operate at the absolutely highest level that they can in helping Orange County buyers and sellers, as well as investors and developers in the market.
That's awesome. And how many of you guys are on the team?
So there's 9 agents, including myself.
Amazing.
And we have an operations manager who is in the office handling all the back office and systems and organization of the team.
What do you personally think about our market right now? It's a bit crazy. I'd love to hear some insight.
No, I use the same word. I call it nuts. I've been doing this, 20 years. I've never seen a market. I don't think any agent has ever seen a market like what we're in right now. The inventory is so low that most recently we're at about 2,300 active listings in all of Orange County. But compare that to just like 2019, and there were between 6,000 and 7,000 active listings at that time. So as you guys know, in the mortgage industry, with rates being so low, demand is already up based off of that.
Yep.
And now that we've got such a fraction of the normal inventory levels, it's created bidding wars and feeding frenzies on any listing that hits the market. One of the things that we do is we partner with a fantastic lender, right? So you guys at the Insight team at Neo Home Loans, formerly the Ryan Grant team, we've been partnered now for a number of years, and you guys do the best job educating our clients and getting them to the position where they are buying the biggest investment of their lives, and you're really helping them and consulting with them through that process. But a couple of the things that we do with you guys is make sure we get them underwritten approval, underwriter loan approval prior to us making any offers. There's a number of strategies that we will employ in order to get our offer to rise to the top. But talk about financing right now is if we are able to get the buyer in a position where we're removing loan contingency up front because they already have a loan commitment, and if the buyer is open to it, removing the appraisal contingency as well, we can literally go in there with maybe just a short window to do an inspection, and the seller feels that we are basically as good as a cash offer, right? So there's certain things that we're doing on the contractual side to help our clients be the strongest of the offers in the bunch.
Anything else that you'd like to share tip-wise, maybe for some of our real estate agents listening in that need a little help with this?
No, absolutely. I'm happy to share. So when we're representing a buyer, one of the things that we'll do up front when we know that buyer wants to write an offer on the property is we connect with the listing agent and try to build a relationship with them. It can be very difficult if there isn't a prior relationship already established because that agent is getting bombarded with calls. So it does help that I've been locally here in the industry for 20 years. I have a lot of relationships, and I'm known as an agent that is very easy to work with and good to work with, because an agent can, just like a bad lender, can kill the deal, right? So when agents on the other end, if I'm representing a buyer on their listing, they know that they've got a great agent or a great team on the other end of that deal, which will help make everything smooth. So I'll reach out to the agent, and what I also have my team members do is, hey, if you're writing an offer, let's all as a collective group do a group message to one another and see if anyone knows the listing agent. So we try to use relationship capital in order to help us get in with the listing agent to let them know, and that way we're able to better support our buyers and make our buyers offer basically catered more towards what the seller is looking for, whether it be a rent back for a certain amount of time, or even in certain cases we'll throw in a free rent back to the seller if they're needing a month to go find something else. So there's a couple of things like that we're doing, but a lot of it comes back to relationships.
Awesome. That is a really good tip, and I hope something that everyone can take away from.
Yeah. So another thing that we're doing with our whole team, and I'm coaching my agents to do this as well, and it goes back to relationship capital, right? Being in the industry for as long as I have, I've built a lot of great relationships with agents. I've got friends in the business, and when we go and bring our buyers to these listings, a lot of the agents, especially the ones that have bigger teams, their cell phone numbers aren't in the MLS, right? It's call the office if you have any questions. Yeah. And if we're doing that, there's really not a whole lot of information that we can get on where the offers are, when they're accepting it, or if they're going to be doing a round of highest and best or whatever. So I'll give you a perfect example. I submitted an offer this morning on a property. Yeah. That exact situation, call the office or email offers to the office email address. I had the agent's cell phone number in my phone because we've done business together in the past, and I called him up, and I was actually surprised because he still had my phone number in his cell phone too. And he was like, hey Gabe, how you been, right?
That's awesome.
And so it's really just going back to these other things. What can we do to get the inside edge for our clients, especially when there's 10, 15, 20 offers on a property. Yeah. So I talked about the financing, I talked about the contractual things with contingency removal. Then it comes down to people, right? This is a relationship business, and what we're finding is that a lot of agents, because of technology, they'll just email over the offer. I mean, everything's done through digital signatures. Everything is either like a text message or an email. Yeah. We pick up the phone and we call, and we find out what we need to do to make our offer stand out in the seller's eyes and help our clients win.
More personable.
Absolutely.
I love that.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, Gabe, so much for that insight. Really appreciate talking to you as always.
Absolutely. Good to see you.
Good to see you.
All right. Thanks.